What's up, guys? So let's talk about it. Last night, I left a friend's house. Her name is Ruby. Again, she's a transgender. She's trying to be a boy. She's a girl. Very pretty girl, but whatever. I go to her house to hand wash my clothes, a couple clothes. And I told myself, I'll leave around 9:30. And I told myself, I don't want to, I don't feel like walking with these clothes. I'm going to take the bus. So I get on the bus, and I notice the bus is going pretty damn far. And I'm like, well, maybe he'll bust this left eventually, and I can get a little closer to home. It already looks like I'm going to have to walk. Well, we end up going to another bus station. And from that bus station, I say, man, hey, I'm trying to get to South Rice Avenue, bro. Where the hell are you? Where am I going? And he says, oh, yeah, man. Stay on bus 72. Okay. Bus 72 takes me so far out that I'm 4 hours and 38 minutes away from my house walking. So when I get off the bus with these wet-ass clothes, I'm immediately upset. Now, at first I said, man, you know what? This is your fault. I wasn't paying attention. And you should have walked. You should have went with your first thought and walked. So it's your fault, CJ. But then it took a turn and I blamed God. Because I told you guys, the physical plane of this world, I've mastered it. And I ain't finna go all into how and what and all of that. I've mastered it. So the universe or God or whoever the fuck have to find ways to screw with me on a spiritual plane, because you can't attack anything spiritual. The only way you can do that is with being spiritual. But it leaves you mentally stumped, makes you question yourself, makes you rage out, at least me, to the point where I pray for Satan to cover me, cloak me with just hatred and anger, bitterness, evil, all of that. Because I give a Star Wars reference. I don't want to be a Jedi. I'm sick of it. Always turning the other cheek. Always finding ways to just kind of glaze over what's really going on and just be happy that I got a bowl of weed to smoke and some tobacco. I said, nah, man, not this time. I didn't get home till 8 o'clock. I left that girl house at 9:30. I didn't get home till 8 o'clock in the morning. I had to call the police. At first, I called the ambulance. Then I had to call the police so that he could take me all the way here. He said, hey, man, I don't know you, bro, so you need to calm down. I'm trying to help you. I told him, yeah, okay, thank you. And he's like, where do you need to go? So I told him where I needed to go. And he's like, oh, that's just over there. Yeah. So he brings me here and made it home. By the time the sun came up, took one bite of a granola bar, smoked a bowl, smoked a little bit more of my Black and Mild, and I went to fucking sleep, knowing that I'm gonna be up here in a few, so that I could take care of what needs to be taken care of. I'm so out of breath. I'm exhausted, man. I'm exhausted. What a life, man. What a life. Not to mention the rain. The rain completely ruined all of those clothes that were, just needed to be hung up. And you know what's funny is I told Ruby, I said, Ruby, I guarantee you it's gonna rain. I said, see, this is the type of shit right here, Ruby, that makes me not want to do nothing, because I said, I guarantee you, I said, Ruby, if I hear raindrops, knowing I gotta run outside and go get these fucking clothes, bring them in, and then ain't no telling when I'll be able to go back out and dry them, I said, I guarantee you, Ruby, watch, it's gonna rain. That's exactly what it did. Rained all over my clothes, a lot of my electronics. It came a point where I was just standing in the rain. Standing there. Shoes soaking wet, drawers, pants, shirt, soaking wet, crying. I was crying. Because I just couldn't believe it. And then by the time the cop picked me up and took me home, and I saw how long that shit would have took, man, I'm ready for change.